Now, the other mode of the game is survival, but we'll go into options and reset the scoreboards. That way we can have a look at the high score entry. There's also normal, hard, and easy modes of gameplay, so that you can choose the challenge level that you're comfortable with. You can also modify the number of continues allowed, 3, 5, or 7, and the volume of the game can be adjusted to off, 25%, 50%, or so on. So we'll go to the survival mode next. Survival mode is a simplified mode that doesn't feature the overheating meter and bonus emblems and power-ups. It's more of a simplified mode where you want to try to survive as long as you can against increasingly challenging levels. So the longer you play, the more challenging it will become. And you want to just basically go for a high score, or just to see how long you can last, or just to pass some time. It's just fun to play. So this mode basically ramps up a little bit slower than on the arcade mode. It's a good way to practice the game, actually, so that you can then attempt the arcade mode levels. The controls are quite easy to get used to. If you want to stop your cannon, you just let off. Slide your thumb to the right or left gently to move. You can either rock it or tap, whichever you prefer. Oop. Another feature of the game is for each asteroid that falls off the bottom of the display, you actually lose a small amount of points because you let that target hit the planet that you're trying to protect. Therefore, your score can actually go down as well as up. You have to keep this in mind while you're playing. For instance, you don't want a spinner to hit the ground because you'll lose 1,000 points. Whereas asteroids may only take 5 or 10 points off if they touch ground. So this affects the scoring quite a bit. You want to stop high point targets before they hit the bottom of the display in order to keep your score increasing rather than going downwards. That's part of the strategy of this mode. Okay, so now it's getting a little harder. We're seeing that the spinners are starting to fall. We're getting a lot more of these seekers coming at us. You still have shields on this mode, so you want to use those if it looks dangerous. If a spinner is about to hit the ground and you use a shield, it will protect you. If you don't use a shield, you'll be destroyed. So we'll let one hit the ground just to demonstrate. There, spinner destruction. It's an instant destruction. So you really have to keep an eye out for spinners. Another thing to pay attention to is some of the sounds that the enemies make. because you can hear when the seekers or the spinners are coming towards you. And if you're wearing headphones, you can actually hear which side of the screen that they're coming from. It has directional sound that alerts you to their presence. Okay, so it's getting a little bit challenging now. But I'll see what kind of a score I can get here. Oh, I let a spinner hit. So the game can get pretty hectic, and that's part of the idea of HyperCannon. So there's my player rank and hit percentage. And this is the high score entry screen. Brings up an on-screen keyboard where you can type in your name. So we'll do that. Just tap lightly on the keys and then press OK when you're done, and your score will show up in the high score chart. Let's see. I made it to rank 9, so that wasn't a very good run. So I hope you liked the video, and check out the game in the iTunes App Store. And that's all for now.